A very beautiful good evening to everyone joining us. Again, we've taken a start to know that people are joining us all over the world, all over the country. Welcome to Enagic Nigeria Business Overview. My name is Solomon James. I'll be encouraging you to put out all forms of distraction. Stay focused, fasten your seatbelt, because the next 45 minutes or thereabout will be worth your time. Please stay tuned as we go into the deep dive on what you are about to hear. But before we begin that, I'd like to put out a disclaimer that before beginning any practice relating to your health, diet, or hydration, we highly recommend that you first obtain the consent and advice of a licensed healthcare professional. The information contained herein is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with a doctor or your qualified healthcare professional. Please do note that the information we'll be sharing here is for informational and educational purposes only. The presenter and everyone that will be speaking encourages you to make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional. Do note that you will be responsible if you choose to do anything based on what you will be hearing on this call. With that being taken out of the way, let's get started. Well, just like we know, we live in a very exciting times with things changing, but I strongly don't believe that the perfect storm is here. With the advent of AI technology, which is constantly on the move. I mean, practically every day there is one prompt engineering, there is something we are looking at the impact of technology on all spheres of life. Technology is here to stay. But while technology is changing, we're also seeing the impact of technology, how it's shifting the needle with regards to our economy. We have lots of baby boomers who, again, with science and technology, elongating their life. So there is a collapse of baby boomers, the generation X, Y, and the Gen Zs, and the increasing middle class all over the world. Listen, this is actually producing a trend if we pay attention closely to how all of these intersections are working together. Well, talking about a trend, I want us to understand that your positioning right now should be how to capitalize on this global trend. Now, the question I know you're asking is, so what's the solution? I'm glad you asked, because the water industry estimated to be valued at about 5.12 billion US dollars in 2033. It's a big trend before us that many people are not paying attention to. Market price size as at 2024, again, globally valued at 348.64 billion, with projections suggesting a continued growth, with estimate reaching up to 551.2 billion by 2033. Now, this is reflecting a compound annual growth rate of around 5.3 to 7% during the forecasted period. Now, you don't need to be a statistics student to actually plug in and harvest on what we are talking about. Now, talking about the water industry, which we've just stated, please do note that the water bottle industry is one big positioning that you've got to pay attention to because of what is actually making the possibilities is creating. Now, about 400 billion liters of bottled water are sold each year. Some of the key players in this industry are Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, even Fiji Water. Unless you're a key shareholder, it's unlikely that you'll ever be able to take advantage of the growth of the bottled water industry. Now, but that's okay because things are fast changing. Like I said, things are actually accelerating very fast. Number one is the fact that consumers are becoming increasingly health conscious and are actively seeking out alternative ways to get healthier. Nobody wants to die. Who should? After evaluating 18 bottled water products, one study found nearly 25,000 chemicals in the water. Number two, consumers today have grown more aware of their environmental impact and the production of disposal of plastic bottles, how they are damaging our ecosystem. Now, all of this is expected to hinder market growth. Now, what you want to do is to follow the trend, because with changes comes opportunity. Successful people understand that in order to become wealthy, you must first identify and understand trends and market cycles. In other words, you must keep up with trends and watch out for the next big thing. Now, in every market cycle, early adopters of cutting-edge technology always come out on top. So the question again you want to follow up in asking is, what's the next big thing? Now, I'm glad you asked, because the next big thing is the water ionizer. Water ionizer is the next big thing. Now, according to Market Watch, the global water ionizer market size was valued at 2.31 billion US dollars back in 2021 and is expected to expand, reaching 3.46 billion by 2027. Now, Digital Journal had this to say that the global alkaline ionizer market size is estimated to be worth 1.33 billion US dollars in 2021 and is forecasted to also be worth 1.75 billion by 2028. With all these numbers and stats before us and projections, how do you get in on this? Well, interestingly, our preferred product is currently only at a 3% market penetration. And I'm saying globally, not even locally. 3% market penetration. If you understand the growth curve, then you'll be excited at where this currently is. Well, the premium product we are talking about is basically Enagic's Kangen water ionizer. This is put together by a company called Enagic, which is a 51-year-old company setting the standards for over 5 decades. Now, let's talk about the company, because since 1974, Enagic International has been the leader in manufacturing water ionizer systems, which filters water through electrolysis, producing superhydrated alkaline, antioxidant, and hydrogen-rich drinking water. Now, this Japan-based company uses independent distributors such as you and I to distribute millions of Kangen water machines to homes, businesses, and hospitals all over the world. This company, again, like I said, has been around for 51 years and counting. Just last month, they celebrated their 51st anniversary, but currently with presence in 28 countries and 43 locations. Thankfully, we have Nigeria on the map, which is why we began with the interlude song, It's Time for Africa. The Nigerian office was officially opened May 10, 2023. So basically that was just a little over 2 years ago, because again, May, okay, we had our second year anniversary celebration in Nigeria. Now, while all of this is happening, do note that Enagic is a Japanese company. And what they focus on doing is manufacturing medical-grade Kangen water machines, helping us to convert our everyday home water, tap water, borehole water into healthy therapeutic water for our everyday use in our space. The word Kangen is a Japanese word. It simply means back to origin. Kangen means return to origin. So when you hear us say Kangen water, we are basically referencing a type of water that helps the human body to reset itself. Now, why all these devices are premium and are positioned to help us, which again will be is part of the discourse for tonight, I want you to pay attention, because what you are about to listen to will give you a perspective on how it works, why it works, and its various uses. This device is not just a water filter, it's not a water cleanser, it's a medical device. This is certified by the Japanese Ministry of Health after taking the Kangen machine and devices, x-raying it, seeing its use cases, the entire setup. It was truly endorsed as a medical device. One might think because the home country of the company is Japan, that's why the Japanese Ministry of Health is endorsing this as a medical device. Interestingly, the International Standard Organization, which again, not partisan, it's a global body making sure things are standardized, ISO, actually also endorsed this device as a medical device, giving it the ISO number 13485. That's one number you might need to tattoo down and go check to verify what that number stands for. The ISO 13485 basically is letting you know that any device, any machine that has that number attached to it is a medical device. Now, I do know people bring up all sorts of other devices. They say, no, I've seen another device that produces water. I've seen another device that cleanses my water. The question I do ask them regularly is it a medical device? And they say, what do you mean? Anybody can count your money, but not everybody is a chartered accountant. There's a difference. So some other devices could dispense water. That does not make them a medical device. So this alone shows you that Enagic and its devices and its machines stand tall than any other device out there. Let's talk about some of our device. We're talking about the Leveler K8. Now, which is Enagic's premium product. This particular device has 8 platinum deep solid titanium plates because it uses the process of electrolysis. So it must be medical standard and of the highest quality. 8 platinum deep solid titanium plate, having a 560 square inch of ionization interface, because once your water comes through the machine, touches this interface, the ionization processes are already set in motion. This particular device, the K8, cleans itself after each use. Some of us, in the last 1 year, we are yet to clean out our overhead tank. Go to your borehole, check out your tank. Some of them, when you open, you see green algae. This device does not allow that to happen because it's very intuitive, interactive, and has a touch panel. It speaks 8 different languages. If you are a global traveler, again, we are also encouraging people to be citizens of the world. Before we began this call, I was having a side chat with Dr. Mauro, who was asking me when I'll be in Italy. And I said, you know what? I'm moving all my trips more to next year. We are doing a lot of foundational work. Now, imagine you travel to a country and you can speak the English and your device is helping you, making sure that you are staying healthy, making you a global citizen wherever you go. Now, this particular device is very portable, accepts all types of electrical power. Now, some people will carry some device in Nigeria and you travel to the US and you can't use this because of the different power variations. Now, this particular one plays across all voltage regulations around the world. It has an intelligent filter chips that tracks your water usage, telling you when to change the water, your filter, because after every 6,000 liters of water being dispensed, which is a lot of water, it will actually inform you to change the filter. So everything, it's very intelligent. It's a smart device, which is why we strongly advise you pick up a K8. However, we also have one of our best-selling products, especially in Nigeria. It's called the SD501. The SD501 is a state-of-the-art technology also, helping, just like the K8, to produce 5 types of water. It produces what we call Kangen water, clean water, beauty water, strong Kangen water, and strong acidic water. Those are 5 types of water. Now, when you look at the right side, you find out that each type of water has its own pH range. For example, the drinking range is 8.5, 9.5. So for those of us who want to drink, you can start from the 8.5 and scale up to the 9.0 and scale up to the 9.5. Or if perhaps you feel, no, my water quality source is a little bit low, I want to start from the 9.5. If you feel some of the effects we're going to be talking about, maybe you are detoxing and you know what, let me step down to a 9.0 or a 9.5. Most importantly is the fact that you can customize the pH of your water. For most of us that have other devices that you use, can you customize it? Or is it, oh, It cleans the water. It purifies the water. It's an ORO machine. It's cleansing. What pH? At best, 7. What else can it give you? Nothing else. But here, you have the option of customizing your drinking water level. If you want the clean water, whose pH is 7, this device also puts that out for you. The beauty water, which is a range 4.5 to 5.5, can also be gotten out of from this device. And you have your 11.5 pH, which is a stronger alkaline water and has its own purposes, which we'll be talking about. Then we have the strong acidic, which is 2.5. So we have 5 types of water, 7 types of pH. Now, let's go in detail to share with you what each pH can be used for. There are so many benefits and uses of this water. Now, for example, we have the 2.5 pH coming out from this device. This strong acidic water, it serves as disinfectant, electrolytes hydrochlorous acid. It can be used for killing virus, for bacteria, for sterilizing, and even sanitizing skin rashes. I just watched a video coming out, I don't know whether it's from Jos or Lafia, but was posted on the group, which again is in some of our team's channel and groups, of a lady who said she used 2.5 to clear out her dandruff. It's so bad that she said she lifts it up. She lifts her dandruff. You know, when you lift and you're seeing those white scale and all of that. And she applied 2.5. Now, what do you think is her result? Because it's serving as a disinfectant, killing bacteria, viruses within 30 seconds. This particular water has been used in so many hospitals across the world. You see people with breast cancer, and probably it's bringing out pus or blood and all of that. It can be applied. People have cuts and they apply it because it sterilizes the place and begins to kill off any form of bacteria that wants to breed there. I strongly recommend that you get the 2.5 handy at home. You'll be glad you did. Secondly is the beauty water, which serves as a toner and is astringent. This slightly acidic water is recognized for its astringent effect. It's terrific to use for gentle cleaning and your beauty care. Some of us have acne on our face and different conditions. Apply your 2.5. Again, one of the videos posted this evening was a lady saying she takes the 2.5, sprays on her face, and she said, look, I'm 65. And people are asking, what's wrong? What are you using? The beauty water. It's a must experience. You get to see the result of the beauty water within 2 minutes. You don't need to wait for a week, for 5 days to know if it's working. It's almost within a minute, your skin begins to change because your skin functions in the right and appropriate environment where the pH is between 4.5 to 5.5, and that's the pH of your beauty water. Interestingly, this is coming out from your Kangen water machine. Then we have the 7.0, which is our neutral water, your clean water. This can be used also for baby formulas and medication. We strongly recommend that you use your clean water for taking your drugs, your over-the-counter medications. And there's a reason why, because one of the properties of the Kangen water is that it is very micro. Some of us get to drink the Kangen water. You see how fast it gets into you. You are not bloated and all of that. So your medical drugs need to get into your body slowly. So when you use Kangen water for that drinking range, it will suck in the drug very fast. Some people tend to react. So it is safer for your baby formulas, for your medications. Please stay with your clean water. Now, with your clean water of 7.0 coming out from this machine, is also free of chlorine, rust, and cloudiness. Now, it's a neutral water, very delicious and smooth when you get to drink it. Let's talk about the 8.5, 9.5, which is basically the Kangen range of drinking water. Now, this water serves your purpose of drinking and even cooking. Hey, please, for those of us who are, remember this is an African webinar, or in Nigerian, go cook your beans. It takes a long time for your beans to get cooked. Try that with Kangen water, and you will see it cooking 50% faster than you have ever tried. I mean, it's so fast. Why? The water is micro. So you can use it for drinking, you can use it for cooking, you can cook your stew, cook your rice, cook your soups. All the ingredients are preserved. This hydrogen-rich water works to restore your body to a more alkaline state, which is optimal for good health. This water promotes better sleep. Now, I was watching another clip this evening. You know, the beautiful thing about this is the kind of unsolicited testimonials that we get. People just share their truth because this is what it is. It's water. One of the video clips this evening was a young man who was talking about his boss, that his boss finds it difficult to sleep. He's suffering from insomnia. But drinking the water, the guy is just sleeping away. The guy is so excited. In fact, the guy is out of town and is coming back and is telling him, go and get me my Kangen water and make it sure it is ready for me, because it promotes better sleep. What people don't know is that Kangen water releases melatonin to your brain, and that actually helps in proper sleep. As a matter of fact, for those of us on this call, if you have ever taken Kangen water and it truly helped you in sleeping, please give me a 2 in the chat. Let's be sure it's not just from my side or this is a cooked story. Anybody on this call, you are hearing me, you've experienced Kangen water and it had a very positive effect in you sleeping, please. Yes, Zainab Adamo, 2, meaning it's working. Yes, Mrs. Mami Paloma, exactly. It couldn't just be fictitious. It's not a placebo effect. People are seeing amazing results. Alexandra say, yes, it's working for her. You can see Christy Tony. Yes, it's working for her. Ubong Daniel, it's working for him. Okay, Monica is working for her. Dr. Maro is working for her. Guys, these things are not fictitious statements. You've got to experience it. It helps to promote better sleep, more energy, and weight loss. Now, what do you think will happen if you can sleep better? Your energy will bounce up. People wake up and they are just working longer. People just find out their energy level is back. This is what this water is providing as a benefit for you. Kangen 8.5, 9.5 also flushes the body of acidic waste and toxins, which is why for many of us, one of the experience you have is the frequency of your detox. Because once you begin to take the water, it begins to detox you very fast. Remember, one of the primary properties that it is microclusters. It gets into you and begins to remove all the toxins building up, which again can build up to cause inflammation, which is a root cause for a lot of the diseases and conditions we are talking about. It deeply hydrates the body at the cellular level. Listen, go back to elementary biology. The smaller unit of the body is the cell. From the cell, you have the tissue. From the tissue, you have the organ. From the organ, you have the system. From the system, you have the man. Do you want to change the man? Please visit the cell. Do you want to build a high-rise building? Visit the foundation. And that is exactly what Kangen water does, helping you to hydrate to the cellular level. It allows for increased immunity against diseases. I've also had numerous testimonies, people sharing they frequently fall sick. But since they've been underwater, it's a thing of the past. They don't readily fall sick and their immunity is building back. Listen, if you can get all this value just for drinking water, then basically I should also be drinking to that because it is amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so this is why we are sharing this. Okay, I'm even seeing Zimama. She's saying, I have someone who had serious insomnia, but since he came across Kangen water, he stopped taking pills to sleep. Imagine that. Just think about that. Monica said, we are so disappointed we didn't even get to know about Kangen water before. It's been in the global market now for 51 years. These are facts. You can take them to the bank and they are cashable. We also have the 11.5 pH. Remember we said the machine produces your 5 types of water with different pH, right? So here we have the 7 types of pH. So we have the 2.5, the beauty water, the 7.0, 8.5, 9, 9.5, but we have the 11.5, which is the strong alkaline water. This water serves as a emulsifier. Now we've seen the impact in helping people to remove pesticides, herbicides, germicides, and all the sites from fruits and our vegetable. It cleans greasy surfaces. Those of us who have washing machine, please take your 11.5 and put in that chamber where you put your soap. Don't put the soap, just put a little of the 11.5 and see what your laundry comes out looking like. It's sparkling, it's not removing the colors, and it preserves the natural fabric of your cloth and makes it sparkling. It's amazing. Listen, we have over 70, over 100 uses of Kangen water, and people are finding out more use every single day. This is getting excited because Dr. Otto Warburg, who discovered the real cause of cancer in 1923 and even received a Nobel Prize in 1931, in his work, The Metabolism of Tumors, he demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized forming as a result of two basic things. Number one is acidosis, and number two is hypoxia. Now, for many of us, we are guilty creating the foundation for the thriving of cancer. Why? Cancerous tissues are acidic. So we take a lot of acidic things. The water we also drink now becomes acidic. We don't even test it. We don't even know. How are you breaking down these acidic deposits in the body? Healthy tissues are alkaline, which is why you've got to be intentional to take out this acidity out of your body. Now, let me show you how the water works regarding your body when it's in use. When you take your Kangen water, it goes into the body. If your body is acidic, it begins to break the acid out and move the body back to the alkaline mode. Remember, the word Kangen means back to origin. The results are amazing. We have lots of doctors certifying the use of this water because of the mind-blowing testimonies they have personally and their patients, practically all fields of medicine. A couple of books have been written concerning this water. I would strongly recommend you reach out to the person who invited you to get some of this book. Some of them have the physical copy. Some people do have the e-copies, but read them. Change Your Water, Change Your Life is like the Bible of what we are talking about. You get to read this book, your perspective as to why this water works and why you need the machine, not just the water, will be entrenched very deep into your subconscious. Yes, exactly. So please get this book, read it, Change Your Water, Change Your Life. We have the enzyme factor, we have the microbe factor, we have people live water. In fact, we've sent a lot of this book to the various group. Please reach back to the person who invited you. If you like to own knowledge yourself, not just what people are saying, you want to see what the experts are saying, please get these books. But one of it that we get to talk about more is the Killing Cancer Not People, written by Dr. Bob Wright. Bob Wright wrote this book 21 years ago. He's very concerned because as the founder of the American Anti-Cancer Institute, if you found an institute like that, then you must know something about what you are talking about. He wrote this book 21 years ago because of his concern. Why chemo and radiation seems to give temporary effect, in fact, practically every week. This week, last week, I still get calls. Look, I've just taken my chemo, very lethargic, life is seeping out of me. What do we do? Can we take Kangen water before, during, or after? I mean, there's a lot of questions. Now, he went into this because in his view, he said people talk about what cancer patients eat. So he said, oh, get your soursop, get your beans, take this, take that. Nobody's talking about what cancer patients should drink. So he said, you know what? Chemo, radiation, basically are killing people. He said, kill the cancer and not the people. And he alluded to the effectiveness of reversing the process, chapter 6 of this book. He says step 3 of the cancer diet, how restructured ionized water could save your life. And take a look. He said, number 1, because of the low microclustering capability, which is why for many of us, you keep going to the restroom frequently. You just started drinking the water today. The next 5-10 minutes, you are running to the restroom. It's beginning to detox. The water is microcluster. Number 2, because of the strong alkalinity, this water is very, very strong in alkalinity. Very, very powerful. And most importantly is the low negative ORP, which again, in his view, is the strongest factor, okay, in your body's healing process. Now, he said, I believe that ionized water is a mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. And you might, I want to also recommend in reading the books, please pick up Dr. Jerry Tennant's book, Healing is Voltage, and you will understand why Kangen water is in a world of its own. Now, as we discuss this, there are many other things. Again, like I said, a lot of medical doctors are talking about this. Take a look at the enzyme factor written by Dr. Hiromi Shinya, the Shinya method. I mean, he's the inventor of the medical process called colonoscopy. He's not just your average doctor. He's a professor of surgery at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine. This guy has performed over 360,000 colonoscopy processes with amazing results. Now, in page 159 of this book, I do have it. Again, reach out to your leaders, get these books and read. He strongly recommends Kangen water because it's alkaline-rich water, considered to be the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, or antioxidation. Listen, you either drink the best or you drink the rest. And the best is Kangen water. He's written a couple of books, but these are some of his feedbacks. He checks you are inflamed, you are sick. Inflammation is a feedback, something is out. Drinking Kangen water within, this is the same patient. I mean, we have the videos for this. Checking this person, 3 months drink, putting the person on Kangen water, all the inflammations are moving away. Again, I saw another video this evening, a clip shared in one of, I think that should be Joss or Lafia, and a lady saying she walked in there into the meeting with, she couldn't turn her neck. It's painful, the inflammation. And she was given a cup of Kangen water and she drank. And after a while, she just felt her neck was free. She was twisting it from end to end. She requested for another cup. Listen, you must take seriously your fight to lower any form of inflammation. And this is happening every day in our various centers, in our various zones, and people are excited drinking Kangen water. I shared this last week. This is somebody with thyroid nodules. This is actually one of my team members who this lady met. She had gone to see the doctor to be operated on, and the doctor said this is a 50-50 chance. There's a 50-50 chance. Now, you don't want to play lottery with your life. Okay, it's a 50, you could lose, there could be a loss, I mean, you could lose. With your life, who wants to go that way? Now, she said no. Rather than go on a 50-50 chance with the operation, let her stay with Kangen water. So she got to know about Kangen water and started taking Kangen water. This was basically, she started taking the water about May or thereabout, and as at November, December, I think just more of a space, or it was like a space of 6 months, 7 months, what you are seeing was an after result. Again, the inflammation, and all those things just disappeared. I've also gotten a feedback and a testimony of a colonel who called me. They gave water to somebody with a thyroid issue, okay? And it was within 7 days, it disappeared. Listen, sometimes when people hear this thing, it looks spiritual. It looks as if you're in a miracle ground. Yes, God does things in very unassuming way. He uses the foolishness of this world sometimes to confound the wise. So if you think it's a miracle, yes, it is. What do we say about this lady, 45-year-old lady with breast cancer and chronic constipation? 3 months drinking Kangen water, everything reversed. We've had too many stories, case studies of this, even in our Nigerian market and practically all our states. People are just grateful to God they came upon Kangen water. This is also a case of prostate. Okay, with prostate, once your PSA is above 5, you know you're having issues. This is a 52-year-old male, even with chemo done. 3 months drinking water, you can see 3 months after treatment, everything reversed. I've had testimonies of people within 6 weeks, it reversed from PSA of 25 to 0.7, less than 1. I've seen PSA of 1,000 crash within 7 days to 400. I've seen people in 2 weeks having amazing results. I've seen people in 4 weeks going to church to give testimonies because they had prostate, they had kidney issues, and they went to church, went to the doctor after taking Kangen water, and within a space of a month, and this happened actually in Adamawa because Uncle Peter in Jos was the one who shared the story last time I was in Jos. And within a month, everything has reversed. The man went to the hospital, the doctor says, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. We can't find anything. Listen, these stories look very, very unbelievable. But again, it's their personal truth. This is Madam Patient. Titi, she had cancer. She's done 6 chemos, counting her days to go. In fact, I have a recording that I recorded her because we went outing to hang out and we're eating, and she was sharing her story. She was sharing her story. She was about to go when she encountered Kangen water. Drank the water. 5 weeks down the line, her hair was growing, and a couple of months, actually it was 4 months, because I was the one facilitating the training the way she walked in, the day she walked into the facility. And she said, I'm coming from the hospital, I have an update. I said, what's the update? He said, the doctor just ran their test, and they said, what did you take? She said, what's the problem? They said, you have no history of cancer, past, present, or future. These are the everyday story people are experiencing just drinking water. We talk about diabetes. Listen, we can go on and on, but listen, all that Kangen water is doing is resetting your body. The human body has the ability to heal itself. All that Kangen water does, it takes the body into that premium environment where your body begins to fight for itself. Fishes swim in water, but you put your fish in an acidic pool, the same fish dies. It simply means there is an environment, a premium environment where your fish will thrive. There is a premium environment that once your body receives that, your body will thrive, fight for itself, restores itself. And this is what we are seeing with Kangen water. You are seeing conditions like this, just like the lady who, again, this evening I got the clip, sharing our dandruff, injuries, and everything reversed with 2.5. Look at people with eczema. Take a look at this. You are treating psoriasis. These days, the weather is like it's having mood swing, according to my daughter. My daughter would say Nigerian weather has mood swing. Some part of the country, like just I went, 1 minute is hot, the next minute is cold, and just trying to give me cracks on my lip because I don't stay there. Imagine people with this kind of conditions applying the 2.5, and it kills the bacteria, sanitizes the place, sterilizes this place, and the skin returns back. This is a male nurse with 11 years having this condition. All forms of cream, lotion, injection, whatever tabs have been taken, no result. But this was just 60 days applying Kangen water and drinking it and applying the 2.5, spraying it on his skin. We are seeing the transformation. This is what we are talking about, because for many people who couldn't smile because of their conditions externally or internally, right now, like Suzanne, they can smile again. This is why we're excited sharing this every single day. My question tonight, do you see any value? Please, if you see any value in what we've just shared, give me a 4 in the chat. Let me know you are seeing value. Do you see any value? Do you see any value? Yeah. So much value. Yes, T. Yes, Christiana, that's valuable. But Paloma, I saw your question. Yes, you will get it. That's value. This is valuable, guys. Everyone needs to get it. Christy is saying it's 444. That's good. Kingsley Evans, this is powerful. It's valuable. It's valuable, which is why we encourage everyone to experience it. Listen, it's the best gift for your family. Interestingly, this device currently is on sale. Anything that has to do with your health is not an expense, it's an investment. A lot of people have had me say over and over that no matter how beautiful your future is, it takes your health to get there. I do know I'm a person of faith. I believe in God. I believe in miracles. I believe in the promises of God concerning my life and my family and my team partners. But while we shout all the amen and praise God, because of the things that will be happening sooner than later, the vehicle that will take you there, are you maintaining it? You cannot be asking God for long life when your body is sick, because that will be a prolonged long life of pain, misery, and tears. So the vehicle that takes you to the future is the vehicle of your health. No wonder it's being said that health is wealth. So understand this is not an expense, it's an investment. And for the African market, for the Nigerian market especially, is the cheapest so far in the world. Let's talk about the K8 because it's a superior crafted product. The K8 you can get for 6,235,000 naira and you pick it. It's cheap. Guys, if you get the dollar value of this, and normally when people come and say, can there be a discount? I say, listen, there's no need going around beating around the bush. These things are priced in dollars, $480, $4,800 or so. I said, please take this, multiply it by the current exchange rate, and you'll see that it's actually selling over 7 million. Now, that is not adding in addition to your flight, your freighting in by DHL. That is not in addition to the custom duties and the VAT and everything you will pay. And so people see it going for 9 million. And he said, what? I said, now you understand why it's the cheapest in Nigeria. They are using the exchange rate of 1,300 naira to the euro. Even, yes, the naira has been fighting a little bit the last few days of recovery. It's still over 1,500. Multiply that, and you will see why this is a steal, is very discounted. But beyond the price, let's even imagine. Imagine what it will feel like for you not to renew those expensive prescription drugs. We saw Zimama posting of somebody who couldn't sleep, and now the person is off that sleeping pill. Because for me to sleep every night, I need a pill, your retainership for the rest of your life with your pharmacy. Now, what will it be worth for you to be free from that prescription drug? Or probably to be free from the side effects. Many people have multiple drugs. People carry polythene bag. They call them polypharmacies because they need to pop pills. They are medicated all their lives. And suddenly you break that yoke just by taking a cup of water. What will that be worth? Let's even imagine. How will you feel if you had more energy? Those of us who were walking very lethargic, you can't even carry yourself up, you can't move around, and now they turn around to look for you. You've gone miles walking, trekking, bouncing, jogging. Your energy is back, the pain is gone, and you find yourself losing weight. In fact, as a matter of fact, for many people on this call, if I do ask the question, you will notice people are also shedding some form of weight because it's detoxing you. The body is going back to the way it should be, taking out the fat and all those things, and you feel healthy again. So imagine this. You may want to go even for our most popular product right now in Nigeria, the K8. The K8 is just 4,837,500 naira. I strongly recommend you get this K8. The reason is, as at 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, we got a notification, which I want to believe many people have seen the notification, that globally they are replacing the SD501 with another SD501 upgrade. I'll be talking about that shortly. So currently we have about, as at 2 weeks ago, we had 70 units of the SD501 series left in our Nigerian office. Now, what that simply means is that once this product is sold out, you will not be able to get the SD501 again because they are replacing it. They want to go global, and I'll be showing you why. But for now, 4,837,500 naira, and you can get your SD501. For some of us who have done perhaps part payment, you want to hurriedly complete it so that you can take out your machine, because if it runs out, then you will need to upgrade to the next one. Whichever case, whether it's the SD501 or the K8, this is priceless. It's the only medical grade water machine in the world because it's the only device with the ISO 13485. Let any other device producer, promoters, manufacturer come out and give you their ISO number that their device is a medical device. Then we'll start talking. But until then, there is one shoulder tall, 51-year counting, which is your Kangen water machine. Producing 11.5 and 2.5, 5-year warranty, 30 years plus lifespan. I posted a video today. Some of us have seen the video of a 30-year plus machine, Kangen machine, that is still working. Still working 30 years. How many of you, the water filter have lasted 15 years, have lasted 10 years, 30 years, still giving the negative ORP of up to 600. The alkalinity very deep. The antioxidant abundantly available from a 30-year-old device. This is why if it's not Kangen, it's not Kangen. So I just talked about the replacement. So there is a new model alert. It's called the Levelock SD501DX. This is the one that will be replacing the SD501 series. And when I say SD501 series, talking about the SD501, the SD501 Platinum, and the SD501 Junior. All of those are being replaced by this. And one of the super upgrade on this is that this particular one that is coming in right now, once we finish, I spoke with the country manager, they've already placed order, so it should be coming in probably in the next 4 weeks or thereabout. Now, it has a bigger screen, so you can see. It has a multi-voltage power, just like the K8. You know, the K8, you can take the K8 from Nigeria to any part of the world, plug it in, it will regulate itself. Now, for those of us who were buying the SD501, we couldn't do that, because if I buy it in Nigeria, our voltage is 220 to 240. If I travel to the US, I would need a step-down transformer. It's only the K8 that could do the same thing. But now, with the SD501DX, you can do the same thing. You can pick it up from Nigeria, walk into any part of the world, plug it in, it will fit in perfectly. Okay, it's now also touchscreen. Like the K8 is a touchscreen. This new model is also a touchscreen, not just button. So it's very, very an upgraded version. And for many of us, you know, the portion of your device where the enhancer solution are being added, sometimes it gets exhausted, we don't see it. On this particular new device, you see a light here. You'll be seeing that once your machine is on, it will be telling you the level of your enhancer. So whether it's going up or it's coming down or it's about to finish, right? You can replace it. This is a total upgrade. And guess what? For 5,697,500. How much was the Platinum, SD501 Platinum? 5-point-something million. I now have a total upgrade, touchscreen, and all of this global multi-power system, still for just a fraction addition. This is what you want to go for. So again, I'm just showcasing this. Is not currently available so that you know once the SD501 is out from the Nigerian market, is completely sold out, this will be the replacement. So you begin to make your plans either to buy it now, or you also know what you'll be paying once we're out of stock. I hope you are following, and I hope you understand clearly what I've just said. But that being said, don't wait until something bad happens before you get to change your water. We have the account details here. Enagic Africa Limited. Please pay straight into the company's account. Do not pay into anybody's personal account. There are many emergencies happening and people will use your phone. The company will not be held responsible. Pay into the company. Sometimes we have people splitting their payment. Oh, okay, I have ₦1 million, I pay it in there. I have 3 million, I pay it there. Once it's complete, you forward all your tellers to the accountant and they will reconcile and release your machine for you. So you don't want to pay into anybody's personal account. Again, I need to emphasize that. Now, that being said, we have other suites of product, but one that I'm super excited about is the MGuard. I saw Dr. Maro talking about the MGuard on a webinar, was it yesterday or so? This is very, very powerful. What's the MGuard all about? Yesterday, I was, Mrs. Fumi is on this call. We went to see an oil and gas servicing company who, when we did a demo, they wanted it on all wings of their of the company because they are heavily exposed to radiation. Now, why is this important? 30 years ago, we all lived in a very natural space, same climate, same environment, village boys, village girls, not now that we are now city boys and all of that. But today, this is the story. This is what is happening. In fact, yesterday, I got in there, went to different floors, people in front of their laptop, people had their phone, people had their, the Bluetooth, in their ears and all those things, the MiFi. The place was cooking. I brought out the indicator and it's just sounding an alarm. This place is a danger zone. We turn on the MGuard, everything went zero. It was amazing. In fact, they've booked us for next week to come and do a meeting with more of their staffs. This is because it's valuable and it's something that you can truly see. So I will encourage you to discover MGuard, how to protect your family from the harmful effects of radiation. Get this device today. It helps to cover about 8 meters, defending your 4 meters in radius, 8 meters in diameter. So it's designed to reduce the negative effect of electromagnetic wave. It does not interfere with your internet, your network, and all of that. It just brings down and holds that the EMFs so that the harmful impact on your health is limited or zeroed out. This particular product was officially launched in Nigeria February this year, and Mr. MGuard, Simon Lowe himself, was in Nigeria. And so you know it's not something that I'm just saying. It's people are vesting the benefit of this device. So please, while we talk about the Kangen water, I know you are drinking alkaline water. I know you are drinking our Kangen water. Please do pay attention to the radiation in front of you because you are watching this perhaps with a laptop. And as I'm speaking to you, my MGuard is just opposite my table and is turned on. Let's talk about our Ukon, which is the world's first turmeric wrap with Kangen water. Like I said, we have suits of products, and our Ukon is basically turmeric, serving as a natural antibiotic, anti-aging properties, improving of the skin, speeding up the healing process. I tell people if you were to heal in 3 months, please add an Ukon and see it cut to half. If you were to have your health restored in a month, add an Ukon and see it cut into half in 2 weeks. People are having amazing testimony at the speeding up healing process by taking their Ukon. Serves as natural antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, and so much more, which we have here. Again, reach back to the person who invited you, how you can get an Ukon. We do have the Ukon within most of the team, and how you can also order yours and get it and just because we just want to see you bounce. We just want to see your health recovered. We want to see your loved ones accelerating their recovery. Okay, that's the drive and the push. So as we bring this to a close, you've got two choices. Number one choice, you can leave your family's health and wellness unprotected. Don't bother anything. We're in the hand of God. I can't shower. We're in the hand of God. That God had with day. That might not be the best way to look at this. But again, it's a choice you've got to make. Or number two, you can start protecting your family. You can start protecting their health with Enagic suites of products. We have few products, go through them, pick the one that you feel my family needs now, because basically you need all of them. Okay, whether it's the Kangen machine, whether it's the Ocon, whether it's the MGuard, whether it's the Nexpa, whether it's they have different other things coming up. You've got to experience our suite of products. So let's take the next 8 minutes, if you permit me, to share with you our Enagic Nigeria Global Partnership Program. If all you just want is the device, take the water, protect your health, have your MGuard, whatever, you are good. But we have a global partnership program, which the next 8 minutes I will be unveiling if you can pay attention more. Now, I am of a strong opinion that the way the world is going, remember when we started, we talked about there's a trend. We are seeing the economy and ventilations and all of that. You must look for opportunities to increase your family's prosperity. It is a must. Warren Buffett said it very, very accurately. He said, whatever you like to do, you make it a hobby. Whatsoever the world likes to do, you make that a business. Now, Enagic has two pathways, offers us two pathways to participate. Number one, you can join us as a user. You're a retail customer, buy the product, use it, sing kumbaya. Number two, you can become a distributor. Whichever option suits you, your personality, your dreams, your pursuit, please go for the one that is best for you. However, as a retail customer, you get to enjoy the full benefit of our suite of products which help you to build your health. As a distributor, now you also have the opportunity, not registered again, this same purchase, the same product you bought with the ID gives you the permission and access to share the product as well as the opportunity. And this, before you know, will be leading to a growth of residual income. Let me show you how that works, because we have a proven system that is helping people create 6- and 7-figure monthly income. It's called the Enagic Marketing Plan. How does this work? First of all, Enagic is, as a business, has proven devices for the mass market. Number one, is there anybody on this call who does not drink water? So if you drink water, then you need Kangen water. If you drink water, then you need Kangen water. You need Kangen machine. If you have a phone, if you have a laptop, if you have power in your house, if you have a TV set, if there is a router, a Wi-Fi close to you, then you need our MGuard. We just have suits of products that people need. But here it is. With the Enagic business, there is no monthly qualification. There is no stocking. There is no loading. There is no inventory. We don't do auto ship every month. If you don't do, we flush out your points. That does not work here. There's accumulated sales. There is no flushing forever. And the beautiful thing is that you can play this from local, you can grow international. It is borderless. This is business without borders, which is why on this call today, we have Alexandra joining us from the UK. We have Monica joining us from Liverpool in the UK. We have Dr. Mauro. I don't know where his own Google map is, whether he's in the UK or he's in Italy, because he's always on the boat. He's a global citizen because the market is on tap. So the global possibilities are endless. But what blew my mind is the fact that the reward plan, which you're about to see, is patented and has not been changed in the last 31 years. You heard that correctly. But let me pace up so that you can see how it works. Number one, the company allows you to get commission in over 10 ways. You are rewarded. This is 100% optional. You can be drinking your water, turn your MGuard on just like mine is, And the company says, we have a way we can still reward if you choose to share this. But because we do not have time, let's just talk about one of it. We'll call that the 8A or the 8-point commission. Now, remember I said that Enagic has, our program is patented. So because of this patented product, any move rewards you, whether directly or indirectly. How is this playing out? While we have the traditional network marketing model, you bring people who see you sell and all of that, people have their own biases concerning this. I tell people everything have their good, bad, and ugly. But we are playing more with a direct sales model. Now you come in, you buy any of the devices we've talked about, you have an ID. Your friends experience the water, and before you know, those are direct sales. You are going to be rewarded for those. Now, they have their own circle of influence that they reach out to. That's what we call indirect sales. Now, for clarity, every time you add your direct sales to the totality of your indirect sales, that is what we call group sales. I'll be showing you the power of the group sale. Let's talk about the 8-point commission. Number one, for every one machine sold, in this example, I'm using the SD501. Once the SD501 is exhausted, I will be updating this slide, because from the information I got, the SD501DX, if you are to sell that, your price point will be higher than that. In fact, it will be the same like the K8. The K8 is 6 point something million, and the SD501DX is 5.6 million 907 1,500. You will be getting the same commission like the K8. Okay, let me just leave that. Once it's time, you get the update. But let's work with the SD501. For every one SD501 sold, one SD501 today in Naira is 4,837,500. 2 million Naira out of that money is allocated for adverts and for sales, for marketing. They take that 2 million, they divide it into 8 parts. When you divide 2 million by 8, each part gives you 250,000. So it's like those of us that go to Cold Stone or Domino Pizza, we buy our pizza. It's like a pie. Each pie you take off is 250,000. I do know some of us like to go for 2 pie, 3 pie, 4 pie, or you want to take the entire thing yourself. So the question is, how much of this 250,000 Naira can I get? It's simple. If you're 1A rank, you get 1 pie of that. If you are 2A, it's increased. If you are 3A, it multiplies. If you are 4A, you multiply that by 4. If you are 5A, and we have the latest 5A in the house, somebody who became 5A last week, Friday, okay, if we have time, the opportunity, she will be sharing with us. Now, that money is being shared till the 2 million Naira is totally finished. Now, this is how it works. The first person you get to sell to, you earn 250,000 Naira directly. And remember, each lane opens indirectly too for that possibility up to the 8th generation. Your second sale is still 1A. Your first 2 sales put you in the position of 1A. You've earned 250,000 each. So you've sold 2 machines, you've made 500,000 Naira. That's not life-changing, I can tell you. But again, it's something to begin with. When you make your third personal sale, you open up the 2A lane. Now that means instead of earning 250,000, multiply that by 2, you're earning 500,000. So you've sold 3 machines, you've just made 1 million Naira. Is that not reducing the cost of your own machine? When you have a cumulative of 10 group sale, remember what I said group sale is? It's not your sale, it's everybody's sale in the tribe. Once it accumulates to 10, your next personal direct sales activates a 3A lane where you are earning 750,000. You become a 4A when you have minimum of 20 sales in your organization, and now you are earning 1 million Naira. You become a 5A, just like I said, we got a 5A last week, and as a 5A who sells a machine, you are earning 1,250,000 Naira for every machine you sell, and it also cascades downward. When you have a total and cumulative of 100 sales made in your organization, you are a 6A. Now you're earning 1.5 million Naira. Now let's put this in perspective so that we can be done in another 6 minutes. So I'm going through the group, and I'm seeing I see Engineer Emeka Njoko. So please, Engineer Emeka, I'll use you for this illustration. Please just pay attention. It applies to everybody. I always like to be personal when I speak. So this is Engineer Emeka. Engineer Emeka comes in, buys a machine. He has an ID. Now, experiencing the water and everything, he gets to talk to Ese, who is a friend. Ese buys the machine. Now, Ese is 1A under Engineer Emeka, and your 1A is 250,000 naira. So Engineer Emeka makes 250,000 naira. Engineer Emeka makes a sale to Shade. Shade buys. Shade is 1A also because your first two sales are 1A. And how much is that? 250,000 naira. It's not life-changing for him. But again, 500,000 naira, that helps you to take care of some other emergency people who are on your neck, or probably help you in setting up some other things. Engineer Emeka reaches out and sells to MM. MM is a third sale. Your third sale is a 2A sale. Now that is 500,000. So Engineer Emeka has sold 3 machines directly under him and has made ₦1 million. What Engineer Emeka is not aware is Ese is also talking to Grace. Grace buys a machine, not sold by Engineer Emeka, but guess what? Engineer Emeka will earn 250,000 naira for the job that Ese made. That's what we call a leverage income. Grace has his own circle of influence, reaches out, sells to Pearl. Engineer Emeka will earn 250,000. Pearl reaches out to Otto, sells a machine to Otto. Engineer Emeka will still earn 250,000. Have you noticed Engineer Emeka is earning as if he made the sale? This is, you'll never find this model anywhere, because in most traditional networking model, as it begins to go down, it turns to zero. In fact, you only earn between your first 2 generations, fast start and this. But this is going deeper. And yet, Engineer Emeka is still collecting 250,000. This will run till the 8th generation. Remember that 2 million naira must be exhausted. This is the power of the system. But while all of this is happening, Engineer Emeka is excited, registers Eno. Now, Eno will be a 2A. Somebody said, why not a 3A? Is not yet 10. You must have a cumulative of 10 sales. So now that we are having a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 7 sales. So it's not yet 10, that's a 2A. And how much is still a 2A? 500,000. All of these are accumulating for Engineer Emeka. But hold on. It now reaches out to Ali, Abu, and Annie. Sells to Ali, her first person. She will earn 250,000. Engineer Emeka will earn 500,000 naira. No, come again. Yes. It now sold to Ali. Everybody's first sale is 250,000. But Eno is on a 500,000 structure. So Engineer Emeka will earn 500,000 because that transaction happened on a 500,000 naira structure. Can you imagine? Engineer Emeka did not bring in Ali. Now, Eno brings in Abu, who buys a machine. Eno will still earn 250,000 naira because your first 2 sales are 1A. Guess what? Engineer Emeka will earn 500,000 naira. Oh my God. Eno is never giving up. Makes her third sale to Annie. Now Eno qualifies to earn 500,000 naira. Engineer Emeka should earn less? No. There's still enough left of that 2 million. If you take 500,000 out, 1.5 is still left. And Annie, Engineer Emeka will still earn 500,000 from that. It's amazing. When you calculate the total sales here, we have 10 sales. 10 sales. It means any sale Engineer Emeka makes after the 10th person, that is a 3A sale, and that is 750,000 naira. That's how we are unlocking this. 750,000 naira. It's not yet over because Annie also begins, talks to Bob. Bob buys a machine. Engineer Emeka will earn 500,000. Bob sells to Ben. Engineer Emeka will earn 500,000. Annie sells to Bob. Engineer Emeka will earn 500,000. This is Annie selling to Bob, Babs, Ben, and Bob, not Engineer Emeka. But all these transactions are under a 2A structure. Engineer Emeka is collecting 500,000 from each. Guys, it's just mind-blowing. Now, I do know Engineer Emeka wants more. Bob reaches out to Joe, sells. Bob reaches out to Jack, sold. Bob reaches out to John, sales are being made, Engineer Emeka is making his money. Just under a non, let's calculate. This is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sales under the structure is 500,000 times 10, 5 million naira. Perhaps Engineer Emeka had bought the SD501 for 4.8 million and just 10 sales under a no, of which he only brought in a no, and yet he has made back the cost of his machine. His machine is totally free and he's in profit because MM is still there. MM has not begun. Shade has not even started. Asa and the gang are on a pause. All of this could have been happening under Chooks, which is a higher earning ability. Even under the structure, we are just seeing things happening under Annie. Can Abu replicate it? Can Ali replicate it? This is what we are seeing that is bigger here. Now, I do know Engineer Emeka will be in a haste to support the team, help people grow, which again, we have seen amazing leaders here do. Because the day you hit 20 sales in your organization, not that you sold 20, not fresh 20, continuation from the 10. Once the total in your team gets to 20, your next personal sale activates a 4A commission, which is ₦1 million per sale of machine on that structure. The day you hit 5A, which happened for one of our leaders on the call tonight, last week, Friday, she made 5A. If it was a machine sold, SD501, 1,250,000. Guess what? The example here is based on the SD501. If it was a K8, it's 325,000 per earning. So multiply that and see what she would have been earning. And the day you hit 100 sales in the organization, now you are a 6A. So this is so exciting because you start earning 1.5 million. Any sale you make directly after that, each sale pays you 1.5 million. As it goes down, you're also having those sales. You're having your 5A, you're having your 4A, you're having your 3A. You have multiple 4As, multiple 3As, multiple 5As. Each one is independent. Guys, this is why we call this drink and grow rich. Because you become a 6A, 101 sales anywhere in your organization. Apart from all the commissions, you're also rewarded with 3.5 million naira in bonus one time. The day you help 2 people in your organization to become 6A, you become a 6A2, you are rewarded with 7 million naira in bonus. These are not your commissions. This is just saying for hitting this rank, helping 2 people in your organization, directly or indirectly. 2 different structures, this is building. You go to a -2, 15 million. You go to the legacy rank where you hit a -3, they give you 30 million naira, one-off bonus. But now they also place you on 6 million naira monthly for the rest of your life. Minimum 6 million naira. This is 30 years. They are still, what am I saying? This is 31 years. And they have not changed the compensation plan. That's why I said it's patented. It has not changed in over 30 years. Guys, think about it. If you do anything right now that you are still collecting commission, they give you 30 million and they put you on 6 million every month. This is 31 years people are earning it, guys. So understand why we are excited. You go to a -4, 60 million, they move you to 12 million naira monthly. You go to a -5, 120 million, they give you 18 million naira monthly. Just yesterday or day before yesterday, unfortunately, we saw our forcemen, the police force protesting. People working for 35 years and they were being paid 900,000 naira as pension, being paid 2,000 naira for 35 years of service. Is that not crazy? If you had told them, focus on this for the next 35 years because you will not be a 5A in 35 years or a -5, 120 million, and you are collecting 18 million. And that is not your commission because for all these activities to happen, it means things will happen on your 1A, 2A, 3, and you are collecting all of those we've outlined. But again, this is a basics. They call it educational bonuses. You are collecting 18 million naira monthly. Why will you carry a placard and you are protesting? It simply means you can choose to increase your income. You become a -6, 240 million naira, and now on 24 million naira monthly. People are on -7. Cynthia Brigantin, which again, Dr. Mara and Monica were in her house last month. Okay? She's a -7. She's an immigrant. 480 million naira, 48 million every month. You don't need to go and even join politics. Because remember, these are not your commission. And I told you there are 10 ways, and we're just showing you 2. So imagine if we calculate the whole of that. Think what you'll be making. How is this happening? Just begin your journey, support, build, have a team of 100 people, somebody becomes 6A. Have another person supported, it becomes 6A. All of this is how we grow. Help people to achieve their goal and their dreams. I'd like to encourage you. What do you do? Number 1, please use the product. The multiple testimonies we get every day and people are sharing is because they use the product. This is not abstract. Number 2, as you are seeing the result, please talk about this to others. Refer the product to others. Some people will come and just buy maybe the M-Guard or perhaps buy a machine for their personal or family use. But you know what? Whether they bought it as a user or as a distributor, your team is being built. This is how we do it. Don't complicate this. So this is why we say, please get back to the person who invited you to this call. If you are watching the replay, I'll encourage you to get back to the person who sent this video to you so that they can show you how to get started with our premium suites of product. But as always, nobody was born to win. Nobody. Nobody was born to lose either. Whether you win or you lose is a product of your choice. You've got to make a decision to choose. Choose wisely. Join the K revolution. Join the Kangen revolution. Join the Enagic revolution, and let's make the world a better place. My name is Solomon James. I want to say thank you very much for being a part of this. We do this every Wednesday, God giving us the grace. So we look forward to having you next week, bringing in more of your friends so that we can bridge the gap of distance and centers and we all learn together. Now, I will be taking your questions. I'll be taking your answers. If you do have them, please put them in the group, in the chat, or you lift up your hand. I'll be unmuting the room and you can speak or you can make a comment, a contribution, and also share a testimony. Whichever one, lift up your hand or type in the chat and we will be doing that. But for now, I would like to pause the recording so we don't have an elongated recording for you or your guests to review. Again, thank you very much for showing up.